Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Ring the bell to get notifications on my next upload. Today we're going to be a bit of a trigger warning on this one. I haven't read it myself. I've literally just read the title. I wanted to read it with you guys, but from what the title has said, it's going to be a bit of a trigger warning. So if you are sensitive, maybe don't watch, and let's get into it. Mum, who gave birth in a toilet, went on a family trip to Skegness soon after brutally killing a newborn child. Yeah, because everyone needs to go to Skeggy after that. A woman went on a family trip to Skegness hours after brutally killing the baby girl who she gave birth to in a toilet. Hannah Cobley inflicted several head injuries on the infant and sealed her inside 3 plastic bags despite signs she may still have been alive, a court heard. The 29-year-old then dumped the baby's body in an overgrown area of a farm where she lived with her parents and cousin in Stony Staton, Lancashire. Wow. You piece of shit. She had concealed her pregnancy from family and friends. Cobley, 29, tried to make out everything was normal and went on a family trip to Skegness the day after crime court heard today. Colby of Broughton Road was convicted of murdering the baby in April 2017, which she has denied. She has claimed that she did not kill or even harm the infant after the baby's body was discovered by the police outside the property. Wow. But examinations of her mobile phones revealed she had made searches of such as how long do a baby survive without being fed and what happens to a newborn baby is dropped. Wow, good God. The jury heard the unnamed child had suffered a catalogue of injuries, including 3 skull fractures, bruisings, cuts, bruises, as well as brain injury. Oh my God. An object had been forced down the child's throat as she was born premature at 36 weeks. Opening the case at the start of the trial, prosecutor's barrister Jonas Hankins QC said Miss Cobley did not ensure her baby lived. Did nothing to make sure her baby lived, sorry. On the contrary, the prosecution case is that Miss Colby, with chilling clarity, on purpose, deliberately and intentionally killed her baby. Prosecution, Mr. Hatkins told the court that the body was concealed for several days. The object was to conceal forever the existence of the baby. I wish they would name this baby Jesus. The baby's body was only discovered after Cobley began to suffer serious bleeding upon her return from Skegness. The judge, Mr. Justice Carr, said after she came back from Skegness, she couldn't tell her parents what had happened because she was a very closed person who didn't speak out. Girl, you are 29 years of age. Now, if this was a teenager, like a 12, 13, 14, even up to 16, I still wouldn't like it, but I would understand. You are a 29-year-old grown-ass woman. Sorry. At the stage she was experiencing serious bleeding, it was heard that Cobley chose not to tell medics that she had given birth because she felt ashamed. You're 29, girl. She denied having given birth when asked about it by the police. The first person Cobley told about the baby was her father. The judge added, she said she gave the wrong information to the police because she was ashamed and scared. Really? Like, you're 29. Jeez. Cobley denied murder in the infant and claimed that the baby had been born stillborn, but it took the jury 1 hour and 40 minutes to convict her of murder. She was sentenced to life in prison where she must serve a minimum term of 18 years. That doesn't even seem enough. Like, I get 18 years, is a good whack, but it just does not seem like that's enough time for what she just did. Following sentencing, Detective Inspector John Buckley of Lancashire Police said, "This is an extremely sad and tragic case which has resulted in the death of a newborn baby girl born at 32 weeks. Now, there's so many other options, like adoption. You can leave a child, you can leave a baby in a safe place without being prosecuted. In the UK, you can leave church, police stations, fire stations, all of this. Why? There's no need." Hannah Cobley had previously denied being responsible for the baby's death, but following this investigation has totally been found guilty of murder. Colby could have sought help from her own family or professionals, but instead took actions into her own hands. This decision meant the newborn baby girl was denied her life. Mr. Blockley added, "My thoughts remain with all those affected, and I want to thank everyone who assisted in this investigation, providing information, as well as the police officers and staff who worked tirelessly on such a devastating case." Now, you'd think this sort of case would have such an impact with new on detectives and stuff. Like, it would me. I would struggle to go home and go to sleep at night after hearing and like being and seeing all of this kind of stuff. Shocking. The NSPCC spokesman added, "This is a tragic case of which a mum has inflicted awful injuries on a newborn baby who was completely dependent on her care and protection. We all have a duty to look out for the welfare of children. It is a crucial thing that everyone concerned about a child speaks out. Then they can contact the NSPCC helpline in confidence on 0808 800 5000. Child, like, I would understand this if it was a 14-year-old, a 12-year-old, scared to tell their mum and dad and like absolutely petrified and thinking, oh God, I'm going to be in so much trouble. And I get all that. But this, now, see, why would a 29-year-old be ashamed? Like, you're 29, you're a grown-ass woman. Why would you be ashamed of being pregnant? Like, there's so many more options out there these days. You can genuinely leave a baby without any questions being asked. Like, they'll make sure you're all right and make sure you don't need medical assistance, but they're not gonna like go and tell your parents. I don't know, like, she's acting like she's like a 12-year-old or a 13-year-old who's got caught sort of and don't want their mum and dad to know. It feels so wrong. It feels so wrong. This whole thing feels so wrong. I'm never going to be able to understand this. And from the injuries, it genuinely sounds like, something really, really bad happened. Why not just go to the hospital and place the baby up for adoption? Literally, you don't even need your parents to know about it. You could have said, instead of going to bloody Skegness, like, who wants to go to Skeggy anyway? Sorry for anybody who lives in Skeggy, but it's a dump. Like, seriously, it's not that bad. I'm never going to be able to understand this story. I can't. I didn't read it beforehand. I literally read the title and then I wanted to do a reaction, read it with you guys, but I'm kind of regretting reading it now. Jesus. What do you guys think? 29? What would be the reason for a 29-year-old to be, quote unquote, ashamed of the pregnancy? I don't understand. Have she got mental disabilities which make her act younger? It wasn't stated, and I've read it all. I don't know, guys. This just seems really, really odd to me. This whole thing just seems so wrong on so many levels. A 29-year-old shouldn't be scared about what your mommy and daddy is gonna say. No. Like, I get disappointing your parents. Nobody wants to disappoint their parents, never mind how old they are. But to do something like this, surely this is more shameful for their parents than you just saying, oh, by the way, I screwed up. I didn't use protection. I'm pregnant. Do you know what I mean? I know. Maybe things like this I always have a bad reaction to. So maybe I'm just being a bit overly mean. I just don't feel a 29-year-old, I don't feel like a kid has, but I understand it when kids get scared. If they're like 13, 14, they get scared. They don't know what to do. They just leave the baby and the baby dies. Like, I don't like it, obviously, but I understand it. They're so fearful of what their parents are going to say. But a 29-year-old has no right to use that defense. Like, you were scared. Why? You're 29 years of age. You're a grown-ass woman. Okay, I'll start waffling now because I keep reiterating the same stuff, but I'm agitated. Ugh. Well, enjoy your time in jail. It's not going to be pretty. Thanks for watching. God, there's so many questions on this one. I'm not convinced 18 years is enough time. She did this so deliberately. She planned this. And she went on freaking vacation to Skegness afterwards. Like, you were 29 years of age, girl. You can't use the excuse, oh, well, I was scared of what my parents will say. Are you freaking kidding me right now? Like, no. Just, no. Good God. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Thumbs up, thumbs down. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now.